Hi folks, welcome to Inktober day 5. Today's prompt is Gaia, the Earth Goddess, or Earth Mother. And so there's going to be a lot of green and a lot of blue happening in this one, and I hope you enjoy it. So there's going to be a lot of green in this one, like I said before. And there are sort of 3 levels of green, or layers of green I'm using. So at the front here we've got some kind of leafy stuff happening, and in behind we've got these vines, which you will probably recognize if you followed me for any period of time and seen any of my work previously. I use these vines a lot, mostly because I find them very easy to do, so it works well for this, and they're very quick. But also there's something very satisfying about the way they look as well, the sort of the repeated forms, and it worked well with the circular composition of this piece. So all up it seemed like a pretty good choice. I think it makes this piece very busy, which you'll see in a bit, but I think that works. And you know, planet Earth is a busy place, so yeah, I think it goes okay. So with this one, I feel like there's a bit more of a message and a concept in behind it again. You know, Earth Goddess, and I've been thinking an awful lot about climate change recently, as I know many of us have, and yeah, this seemed like quite a poignant piece because of that. So yeah, I was also thinking about when I did the course at university on religious studies, which was super interesting, and it was sort of an introduction to world religions, but the way it was structured wasn't like one week or one part of the semester on Judaism and one on Islam and one on Christianity. No, it was about different issues within the world and how different religions deal with them. So it was almost more like a philosophy paper, with these different these different aspects of how we live, and one of them was about the environment, which it really stuck with me. I still think about it quite a bit, and it was about how we treat the earth and how we think about the resources on the earth. And I mean, I don't want to seem like I'm demonizing anybody by saying this, but it was basically saying that monotheistic religions don't tend to be as receptive and careful about the environment as polytheistic ones, and that's because if you believe that each tree, each entity of water, and every aspect of nature has a god or goddess associated with it, you're a lot more careful around them. Whereas in monotheistic religions, it's sort of a much bigger picture, I guess. So yeah, that's something I think about quite a bit, and I wonder if it would be worth sort of thinking about nature in a more sort of individual way, you know, thinking about individual trees and sort of the smaller picture stuff rather than the bigger picture stuff. I don't know. I just find that very interesting. And of course, with Greek mythology, you've got a pantheon of gods. You've got an awful lot of them. You've got sort of nymphs and different spirits of different trees and plants and bodies of water and all of that. So and then Gaia, the earth goddess, sort of presides over all of that. So yeah, that's just something I think about quite a bit. I am not religious myself, but I really like the ancient Greek religious system, in many ways. I have many problems with it as well, but yeah, I just think it's really interesting to think about sort of the way we interact with nature and the way we try to dominate nature as a species, and how very unnatural that is. Yeah, I hope this doesn't end up being a super controversial thing that everybody shouts at me in the comments, but yeah, I think it's worth it's worth thinking about, and I hadn't thought about it before I did this paper, so that was really fascinating. Anyway, back to the drawing. I have used both gold and copper ink because, hey, I just can't help myself. I'm adding in lots of little details here. Oh yeah, so I messed up the eyes. As you could probably tell, she looked a bit scary before, and fortunately I have this white ink which is opaque, and you can use it to go over and sort of Tipp-Ex out your mistakes. That's basically what I did. So the eyes look less, she looked a bit drugged, to be honest, which may have been appropriate, but it didn't quite work. So yeah, I've made her look a little bit more alive. Of course, she's got a tear on her cheek. It's a little bit cliched, but you know, it's kind of how I'm feeling about the way we treat the environment at the moment. And yeah, this one actually didn't take as long as I thought it would, which is kind of bizarre. Yeah, sorry about the lighting here in this one. It was, I think, later at night when I finished this. Maybe? I don't know. The light wasn't so good, so yeah. Oh no, it's definitely outside. Never mind. Forget what I just said. But there we go. There is Gaia, the Earth goddess. And I'm pretty pleased with how this one turned out. Really like the way the hair works with the earth in behind. That was day 5 of Inktober. I'm hanging in there so far. Only 25 days to go. And yeah, tomorrow's prompt is Penelope. If you want to see the prompt list, head over to my Instagram. I've put that on there. You can see the whole 31 days worth of Greek mythology themes, and yeah, I'm quite looking forward to tomorrow's one. I think this is the one I'm happiest with so far, so yeah, that's that. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and give this video a like or a comment or something. That would be awesome. Yeah, you can tell I've filmed a few of these in a row now. Alright, I will see you tomorrow for day 6.